Turning milk into cheese is a lengthy process. But for Winnie Shen, it's a labor of love.
I normally start working at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but I never know what time I finish. It all depends on what kind of cheese I make.
She makes more than 10 cheeses for Collective Dairy. Today she's making halloumi. Winnie, who used to work as a waitress in China, never thought she would become an award-winning cheesemaker in New Zealand.
When I started working here 6 years ago, I was a cleaner. I knew nothing about cheese, but I was often asked by the previous cheesemaker, who was also the factory owner, to help her. Afterwards, I became the factory hand, then her assistant, and later on the cheesemaker.
She always come in, she always helping, she care for the business and for cheeses exactly like we do and our small family business. My mother-in-law, Simha, she's left and leave everything for Winnie to understand and manage and to lead the production of the cheeses, and she's doing great work. She's doing a great job. She's key, yes, she's key for cheese making.
The key to producing award-winning cheese. As in recent years, their products have won many medals at the National Cheese Awards.
When I knew my cheese had won awards, I was very happy. I was very proud of myself.
Another employee who's proud of the awards is Abigail Wong. She's the company's food technologist, and her role in such top-quality production is crucial.
It is actually quite important. A small mistake could mean, your milk doesn't turn into cheese. It could turn into something like a semi-solid like tofu, and then it just goes to waste,
She started probably a year plus ago, and she was very young, come from university, just graduated, so we won't take somebody in a challenge and train and explain what we're doing here and have this knowledge about food.
Collective Dairy produces 20 different products and uses between 3,000 and 5,000 liters of milk each day. It's the first dairy factory to create flavored halloumi and gourmet yogurt.
We've always made traditional halloumi. No one's ever made a flavored halloumi before, so we started that, and it's actually doing really, really well. And with the flavors, with the honey-based yogurt selling really well, so gourmet yogurt's like a dessert rather than just a normal yogurt. With the flavors, a lot of it sounds really simple. A lot of work goes into trying to get the right taste. The taste needs to be right, and the sweetness and the thickness and all of that. So you get into really technical stuff.
One of the most important parts of cheese making is the culture. Basically, it's like ingredients when you're cooking. I have to make sure what kind of culture I need, and the quantity is very important. Different cheese, different culture, and quantity. My favourite cheese is halloumi cheese because it's slightly salty. I like salty food. The second one is the skinny cottage. I also like the yogurts. Making yogurt is actually much easier than making cheese because it takes less time.
With time, patience, and dedication, Winnie has been able to master the fine art of cheese making.
When I go through the process from the milk to the final product of cheese, it's kind of satisfying. It's an achievement. Of course, sometimes I am nervous, worried about whether I am making a good cheese, but after I check everything and every procedure, so far I don't think I have failed.
Well, that's good news for Collective Dairy, and good news for cheese lovers everywhere.